అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. సర్వేభ్యः నమో నమః. Today is another a very good day for all of us, that we are going to have another lecture from none other than our Vice President Sanatana Dharma, Dr. Visalakshi garu. So far she has taken a lot of topics on Upanishads. Now she is going to summarize and see the assimilation of all of you of what has been taught by her, and also Prabhu garu, and also give a overall idea of Upanishads. Now we will start the session with Vande Mataram and Prarthana. Let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Suprajyosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Surya Prakash garu to do Prarthana, please. Unmute చేయాలి. 1 minute. Unmute చేసుకోండి.
Yes sir. ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. సర్వేభ్యः నమస్కారः. ఏక నిమిషం ధ్యానం. Concentrate on your breathing. Observe your breathing, how it's coming and going. Control your manas to stay in the class for another 1.5 hours. త్రివారం ఓంకారం. गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्. ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः. ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजयभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवित्र्यवतु। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम मातृदेवो भव। ओम पितृदेवो भव। ओम आचार्य देवो भव। ओम अतिथिदेवो भव। गुरुरेव गते गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरो परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्ति वेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। धन्यवादः
ధన్యవాదములండి సూర్యప్రకాష్
धन्यवाद
గారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.
Now let us request Visalakshi garu to start the webinar, please.
ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम श्री पार्वती राजराजेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री मेधा दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम शिवाय गुरवे नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय च नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम सदाशिव समारंभां व्यासशंकर मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरु परंपरां। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। Good morning to all of you. Today I think all of you are unmuted your cell phones. So all of you please interact. I want to know how far you have understood the essence of all the Upanishads that you have studied during your first level and second level courses till now. I think you have understood and that is you have got the teaching of Isavasya Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad and Svetasvatara Upanishad. Am I right? Have you studied 7 Upanishads till now? Any of you please answer.
yes madam, yes madam.
So one by one, all of you just try to tell the essence, the gist what you have studied in each and every Upanishad. And all of you try to tell even the mantras if you remember, or if you got the books in front of you, you can see the most important mantras of the Upanishads. And you can recite that mantra and explain the meaning also. Please, all of you, because it is unmuted, please don't talk either yourself or with your family members. Please concentrate on only this study and answer only the relevant matter which is important for our study now at present. Now let us start with Isavasya Upanishad. Can any of you tell about the gist, what you have understood as the essence of Isavasya Upanishad? How many mantras are there? What are the most important mantras? What is taught in this Upanishad? This is the first Upanishad, in fact. Out of all Upanishads, even among Dasa Upanishads, this Isavasya Upanishad is considered to be most important and first, that is the beginning, the first Upanishad, by understanding which we can understand all other Upanishads. This is so important. It is having only 18 mantras, and in fact, Mandukya Upanishad is having only 12 mantras. But Gaudapada Karikas are also to be studied along with that. Then only we can understand. Otherwise, we cannot understand Mandukya Upanishad properly unless we study Gaudapada Karikas. Now, this Isavasya Upanishad, this gives a sort of so many from different angles. It gives spiritual knowledge to us. It speaks about Brahman. It speaks about the duties which human beings have to do, how mutually the human beings should behave among themselves. That so many teachings are given in this Upanishad. And a sort of sutra praya, we say, aphorisms. Sutras are given here, and in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, we can see the elaboration of the ideas which are given in this Isavasya Upanishad. Okay, any of you please start.
Yeah, Sarvebhyah Namaskaraha. Ishavasya Upanishad, Amma, it consists of 18 mantras.
Yes.
And it is considered as one of the major, 10 major, it's one of the major Upanishads, of 10 Upanishads. And the opening mantra itself, it says, Ishavasyamidam Sarvam.
Yes.
The Supreme Being, it pervades the entire universe. And even in the, like, it acknowledges the contrasting tension within Hinduism, because it says the empirical life of householder and action, karma, and the spiritual life of renunciation and knowledge, jnana. It always says that he should live doing karma. That's all, ma.
Yes.
That's what I understood, ma.
Very nice, excellent. Any others?
Thank you, ma.
Please, some sound is coming from back. From whom I do not know, kindly. Or all of you mute yourselves and unmute and talk. Can any of you tell more about Isavasya Upanishad?
It is the first Upanishad.
Yes. The points which are covered by your friends, please don't repeat. Yes, continue.
Sarvatrasau samastancha vasakya treti vaivataha tatasya vasudeveti vidyadvihi paripachyate. This is the Smriti Vakya, which shows that Isha is present in every small, minute organism, living, non-living, everywhere, is existing all over the universe.
Yes. Yes, correct.
This connects
It is
to
part of the
this
Shukla
connects to
Yajurveda.
Shukla
Very
Yajurveda.
good.
Sorry.
Very good. Then, in how many parts it is taught? First mantra speaks of what? Second mantra speaks of what? Can any of you analyze and tell?
First and second mantras speak about jnana and karma. Third mantra speaks about atma jnana sthiti. Fourth to eighth suktas speak about atma jnana sthitis. Ninth to 14th suktas speak about vidya, avidya, sambhuti, asambhuti, mrityu, vinasha, amaratva. 15th to 18th sukta speaks about nirmama karya dwara kalige bhakti jnanalu.
Yes, very good, very good. You have said very nicely and very excellently. Actually, scholars say that this Isavasya Upanishad, 18 mantras are there. All these 18 mantras are explained, that is, different topics are explained in all these Upanishads as Taranga, they said. Taranga means the waves. That is a sort of part, division. So 7 Tarangas, they say. First mantra itself is one Taranga. That is, it itself is one part. First mantra speaks about Isavasyam idam sarvam yatkimcha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena punjithaha ma gruthaha kasya svidhanam. This you have understood, I think. Here itself spiritual knowledge is there, Advaita Jnana is given, and also the how people, how all of us should live in this world, even that is given. So many ideas are there in this one single Upanishad, by which this Upanishad is named as Isavasya Upanishad. Isavasya, Isa Avasya. Avasya, it is actually covered. It is not covered like suppose some cloth is taken and covering something. It is not like that. It is, they say, Isa Avasya. Avasya, actually, Isha itself is it. Isha means it is in Tritiya Vibhakti. By Iswara, the whole universe itself is completely covered by Iswara, by Paramatma. Covered in the sense the whole universe itself is Brahman. Paramatma came in the form of Brahman is indicated here in this mantra. This is called as one Taranga. Then second month, because it speaks about Uttamathikaris, Madhyamathikaris and Prathama. Athamathikaris are Prathamika, ordinary people. That is how people have been categorized. This I think I have already explained you, and even Master might have, Prabhupada also might have explained. Uttamathikaris are those who are having sadhana chetustaya sampatti. So for such Uttamathikaris, best type of people who already have acquired some knowledge and who are intent to know only Brahma Jnana, for them this first one, this first sloka, mantra, this is mantra sloka. All these are mantras only, mantra sloka we can say. So this is given for Uttamathikaris. Then second mantra is given for Madhyamathikari. Madhyamathikari means he is indulged in worldly affairs, even then he is mumukshu. He wants to acquire higher knowledge, Brahma Jnana, but he is intent in performing worldly rights, worldly duties. He wants to acquire heavenly abodes also, Uttama Lokas and all. Then Prathama Adhikari or Athama Adhikari is considered as those who are completely immersed and indulged only in worldly affairs, getting all sorts of happinesses, enjoyments, name and fame, acquiring land, this, that, and all worldly pleasures. So thus they have divided. So third mantra is given for such a person. Then fourth mantra to so third mantra is another part or another taranga. Then fourth to eighth mantras, they are another taranga. They give another different idea, though there are again different parts in them. Then 9th to 14th mantra, they are one taranga. They are one part. Of course, there are again 9th, 10th and 11th are one part. Vidya, it speaks about. Then 12th, 13th and 14th mantra speak about Sambhuti and Asambhuti. So that is another division. Even then, all these 6 mantras are put together as one taranga or one part. Then 15th, 16th and 17th mantras are considered as another taranga, another part. They speak about some different topics, ideas, in fact, about the sadhaka, about that karmisti who is a very great devotee who worshipped God, Surya Bhagavan, Pratyaksha Daiva, throughout his life, performed a lot of Yajna Yagadi Kratus with the intention of attaining highest abodes. Up to Hiranyagarbha Loka, he wants to reach. So what all deeds he has performed, that is explained there. And 18th mantra itself is a separate part, a separate taranga, we can say. So in that 18th mantra, he speaks about, actually he prays, requests and commands, in fact, with the devotion and confidence, Surya Bhagavan and Agni Deva to take him through good path. Supatha Raye Naya, he says, so lead me. So all these different ideas are given here. Then those, all these karma, jnana nishtha people are there, for them mantras are given. Then karma nishtha people are there, for them mantras are given. And they spoke about upasanas here in this Upanishad. That is most important. And the Upanishad says that actually why all these mantras are given about, actually to gain Brahma Jnana, only Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam. That itself is enough. So directly, Neruga we say, directly they can speak about Brahman and the path which leads to how to attain Brahman, that can be spoken. But the Upanishadkara, the Maharshis, Paramatma spoke about Karmanishta and Jnana Karma Samuchaya, Karma Upasana Samuchaya, they say Karma Upasana going together and clubbing them and doing. Why all these? Because by doing Karma Kandas, rituals, Yajna Yagadi Kratus and all, Chitta Suddhi, we get purification of mind, which is very essential to gain Brahma Jnana, to listen to the teachings of Jnana from Master. So those who do good deeds, Satkarmas, will get merit. Those who did bad karmas, of course, we need not have to speak of them. They will be taking birth and death again and again in chain of and falling in that clutches. So karma and upasana, karmas means rituals and all. Upasana, worshipping godhood, gods, Saguna Brahma Aradhana. These two can be samanvaya, can be done. This is samuchaya or samanvaya. And together they go. We can do both at a time. Separately we can do upasana, separately we can do yajna yagadi kratus. Combining them we can do. And then when we combine them, when we do only karmas, we get certain merit, punya, by which we can reach higher abodes, Swarga Loka or some other lokas. Whereas if we do upasanas also, along with these rituals, Yajna Yagadi Kratus and all, then we can reach the highest level of Hiranyagarbha Loka. And they become eligible to enter into Jnana Marga. So only Hiranyagarbha is the highest region up to which one can reach by doing these rituals, upasanas and all. Only one step ahead is Nirguna Parabrahma. So Nirguna Upanishadik Brahma, they say. So Nirguna Niranjana Parabrahma, when he himself becomes visible, the very first level is Hiranyagarbha Brahma. So up to that level one can reach. Whereas the Jnanis, directly Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam, they can get Jnana here in this life, along with while they are still in this Upathi, and yet lead their life and they become one with Brahman, and they themselves are Brahman. So for Uttamathikari, first mantra, then second mantra for Madhyamathikari means Karmishtis. Karmishti means those who got Nishtha in Karma. Jnana Nishtha means having Nishtha in Jnana. Then third mantra for just ordinary people, 99% people are just ordinary people only. Then third to fourth, ninth mantras, together all these mantras, in fact, they speak for the sake, they are given for sake of those who are in karma marga, but who want to travel through karma marga, which leads to jnana marga. So for karmistis and those who do combine karma with upasana, these are given, and in fact, there the characteristics of Parabrahman, Atman are given. 8th mantra is a very super mantra which explains about the characteristics of Atman and Brahman. 4th, 5th, 6th also, of course, all these in several mantras. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all these mantras speak about the characteristics of Atman or Brahman. Then, so 9th, 10th and 11th mantras, Vidya and Avidya. Avidyaya mrityun titva vidyaya amritamasnite, they say. Their Vidya is not Brahmajnana. Avidya is not something different. The words Vidya and Avidya are used in the sense of Avidya means karmas, doing all rituals. Vidya is used, the word Vidya is used in the sense of upasana. So, karmas and upasanas are spoken there, avidya and vidya. The same idea is once again given in the words of Sambhuti and Asambhuti. The same, of course. So, in a different manner, they spoke about all these are for karma, upasana, jnana, then karma, nishtha, all these are given. Then karma and upasana we can club and they can go together. Then, but jnana can never go along with karma. While doing karmas, one can never get moksha. That is very clearly explained here in these mantras. 4th mantra and 5th mantra and up to 8 mantras, of course, they speak about the Brahma Lakshanas, Atma Lakshanas, the characteristics of Atma, especially 6th mantra and 7th mantra, they speak about Atma Tattva. How one should see himself among all living creatures and all beings in himself. Then how can there be any sort of hatred or any sort of differences of feelings among people when one considers everyone as equal to him? There is no place for either hatred or Arshad Vargas or anything, and very smooth and happy life will be there among all the living beings, not only human beings. So, thus socially, that is how people can lead very mutually understanding and cooperating with each other, how they can lead the life it is given. Why jnana cannot go along with karma is, suppose sannyasa asrama is there and grihastha asrama is there. While in grihastha asrama, mentally one can renounce and may lead sannyasa life, but physical sannyasa is not possible. So when a person is in grihastha asrama, he is grihastha. All the duties given to grihastha he should do, but he cannot behave like sannyasi, that is taking away this yajnopavita, leaving all the bandhanas with wife, children, relatives and all, and getting pounds, bhikshatana and all, they cannot do. So because these two cannot go together, similarly, jnana cannot go along with karma. Karma and upasana can go together, they say. So karma is very important for all beings. Even Sri Krishna Paramatma in Gita spoke about the karma and then karma phala tyaga, karma sannyasa and all. But doing karma is very essential for all human beings. Even Jagadguru Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada, he is in fact incarnation of Parameswara. When he was a child, he renounced and took sannyasa asrama. Even then, he walked all over our Bharat Desha. He did so many karmas, though not yajnas. He established the gods, Sri Chakra Yantra Pratishtas he did. He wrote so many works. He preached each and everyone. He did so many actions, karmas, which are beneficial for the entire mankind, the whole universe. So those who do any karmas, any actions for the welfare of humanity, for the welfare of nature, those karmas are considered to be the highest, that is without personal selfish motives. If they do for the sake of others, those such karmas are always considered as divine karmas, by which a person can become Vishwamanava. A person can be utilized through his works for the upliftment of the entire mankind. Those who make the other human beings, their minds get educated about the reality, the Atma Tattva, that is Achyatma Vidya, we can say. So such works, we can say, they are not just ordinary karmas. They are the divine will, we can say, and which are very pious, by which they not only they become purified themselves, they make others also purify and make others become eligible to get this Brahma Jnana also. Now, 10th, in 9th mantra, they spoke about how these actions, karmas, and then yagas, yajna yagadi kratus, karmas can be done separately. And by doing such karmas, what defects are there? The defects are spoken in 9th mantra, and in 10th mantra, how the karmas should be done being clubbed with upasanas is given in 10th mantra. So in 11th mantra, they spoke about the result, the fruit of doing karmas along with upasana, what we are going to gain, why we should combine karmas with upasana, what is the result we are going to get. So thus in 11th mantra, they explained that. Then actually scholars say that this Brihadaranyaka is the elaborated explanation of the ideas which are given in this Isavasya Upanishad as Sutra Prayas, because it is very difficult to understand certain Upanishad, certain mantras of this Upanishad, because Vidya, Avidya, then Sambhutimcha, Asambhutimcha, especially these words, these are very difficult to understand. They say Karma Brahma Upasana and Karya Brahma Upasana. What is Karya? What is Karma? That is cause and effect. What is the cause? And what is the effect? The Karana and Karya. Karana is always Mula Karana, the root. Paramatman is Karana. He is Karana Rahita Karana, we can say. Then the universe, this world is Karya. Karya is that which is done. So this Sambhuti and Asambhuti, they explain this Avyakrita Brahma. Then that is Avyakrita Brahma means the cause. Cause here is not ultimate reality, the Nirguna Parabrahman, but it is the Maya. It is the Avidya. Paramatma creates this universe through Maya, through his invincible power. Akhatana Khatana Patiyasi Maya, says Shankara Bhagavad Pada. So with the power of Maya, this world is created. So here Asambhuti and Sambhuti, these words, they do not speak about ultimate reality, but they Sambhuti refers to Maya, that Maya by which this universe is created. So thus it is the cause, Karana. Whereas Karya is this Jagat, the world which is created by the power of Brahman, that ultimate reality. So Avyakrita Brahma, then Vyakrita Vishwa. So these two also, that is Karya Brahma Upasana, what result a person gets, what fruit a person gets by doing this Karya Brahma Upasana, and by doing Karana Brahma Upasana. By doing Karana Brahma Upasana, one can reach up to Hiranyagarbha Loka. By doing Karya Brahma Upasana, one can enjoy a sort of highest pleasures in this world while existing with this Upadhi, and also one can reach to other abodes also. So all these are explained, but again this Upanishad itself, in 12th mantra, I think, this mantra, 12th mantra, I think, explains about the, in Nahininda Nyaya, we say, it blames a sort of karma, doing karmas. Why it blames, says that it is not good. Antantamaha pravishantiye asamphutim upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yau samphutyagum ratah, it says. So it speaks about that is, it says it is not nice, it is not good, in fact, for those who are really intending to gain Brahma Jnana. Even this is not good, either to worship Karya Brahma, Karana Brahma, Upasana, Sandal, because the fruit we get is very limited, and again Punaravarta, they have to come back. Shaswata moksha is not that, that is not permanent mukti. So nirvana we cannot get. So how to combine these two and what result they can get, all these are explained. Then in mantras 15, 16 and 17 mantras, Karya Brahma Upasana is given, and then 18th mantra is the, in fact, the culmination of all these, reaching the highest one. Now 15th to 18 mantras we can consider as one taranga also, but 15, 16, 17 are different, and then 18th is different. A sadhaka, the best sadhaka, who is called as there here in this Upanishads as, in this Visavasya Upanishad, as Satya Dharma, Satya Dharmishti, Satya Dharman, Dharmin. That is one who is Surya Upasaka. He did karmas, Yajnayagadi Kratus, with Upasana, Surya Upasana, Agni Upasana, and then Surya Upasana. And he has reached the culmination, the highest point of this Dhyana Parakashta, Upasana Parakashta, they say. And he has reached to that stage. He has acquired a lot of merit to his credit. Now he is on the deathbed, and he cannot move even his limbs. He cannot pray loudly also. He is in last minutes, but his mind is praying. Though he is unable to fold his hands and pray like this, in his mind he is worshipping, and he is requesting, he is praying Surya Bhagavan that Krato Smara, Kratum Smara, that you remember what all deeds I did throughout my life, and you know the merits because you are Karma Sakshi. So you lead me directly to the highest abode, to the highest place, through very nice marga, taking him also not through, so this Dhuma marga is explained, and then Pitruyana they say, and Devayana. Devayana, he requests sun god to lead him through Devayana, Deva marga. So all these are given in a very wonderful way. Agnenaya Supatha Raye Asman Viswani Deva Vayunani Vidwan. This mantra, in this mantra he is requesting Yuyochasma Juhurana Meno Bhuyishtamte Nama Uttim Vidhema. So I am just saluting you, and thus he requests. And 8th mantra is a very wonderful mantra which explains about the characteristics of Atman, we can say, or Brahman. Atman and Brahman are in fact one and the same. When we consider that Atman as Paramatman, when we consider Atman as Jivatma, that is different. In actually 6th mantra and 7th mantra are so important that for all the problems we are facing in this world, we can say best solution is given in these two mantras. For any sort of problem, any sort of difficulties, any sort of agonies in the life, these two mantras are giving parishkara. They are showing the permanent solutions, we can say, because these mantras, 6th mantra and 7th mantra, Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na vijugupsate. When one sees everyone, everything as himself, and sees himself in all living beings, in all things of the nature, how can he hate anyone? He can never hate himself. So when he sees himself in others, he cannot hate. So thus this sort of idea, this is in fact a sort of Visvarupa Sandarsana. One can never possess any sort of either Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, then Dampa, Ahankara, Durapimana, anything, hatred, Lopa will not be there at all. Then Ahankara, Mamakaras, which are very bad in fact, even they cannot reach in him, because when he alone is existing, what Mamakara is there, what Ahamkara is there, even they are not there. And then Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani Atmai Vapud Vijanataka Tatra Komokaha Kasokaha Ekatva Manupashyataha. When Ekatva is being experienced and duality is not there, Dvitiyadvai Bhayam Bhavati says Upanishad. So when second thing is not there, only one is there. One, that is the whole universe is only one. That one is I am. That is I myself am Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi Jnana. That comes there. So these two mantras are given in a very excellent manner for the welfare of entire mankind to live with harmony and happiness without any hatred. 8th mantra gives the characteristics of Atman and Brahman. Saparyagat Shukram Akayam Avranam Asnaviragum Shuddham Apapa Vidham Kavir Manishi Paribhuk Swayambhuk Swayambhur Yatha Tatsyatorthan Vyadatha Cha Saswatipyaha Samapyaha. This Atma is very pure. All the good characteristics are given here. It is all pervading. It exists everywhere. And it does not have any vrana. Vrana means wound. When body is there, upati is there, vranas are there. When this upati is not at all there, this is only kalpita. This is not real. When body is not there, to the soul, the wounds cannot come. So avranam. Then apapa vidham. Papa is not at all there. It is pure. So then the body contains the nerves and so many other sapta dhatus we say. When body is not at all there, these sapta dhatus also do not exist. So asna viragum, snava, that is the naras we say, are not there. And in three kalas, bhuta, bhavishyat, vartamana kalas, it is one and same, and it exists as same, and it speaks about that. And this is the sakshi to the entire, that is to all places, to all times. This is the witness, standing witness. So thus Paramatma lakshanas are given here. And in Kenopanishad also very wonderful poems, mantras slokas are there. So this Isavasya Upanishad, if understood perfectly, one can understand all the teachings of all other Upanishads. So this is the basic one. Though it appears as if the words are a little difficult to be familiarized. So when these words are clearly understood, then the essence we can know. The essence of the gist of Isavasya Upanishad is the whole universe is covered by not as a lid. It is covered completely by Paramatma himself. There is nothing other than Brahman. The whole universe belongs to Brahman. So one can enjoy all the fruits of all the enjoyments of this world, considering them to be belonging to Paramatma. Nothing is mine. Everything belongs to Brahman. With that feeling, because we are here, we are having the feeling that we are existing, living with this body, with relatives, with aims, this, that, and all. Because 99% people are of this sort. So we can live 100 years, not 1 or 2, a few years. We should live as long as Paramatma makes us live here. That is, according to Upanishads, the span of life for human beings in Kali Yuga is 120 years. So 100 years we say Shatam Anantam, Sahasram Anantam. So all the throughout the span of life we should live very happily, doing all the kratus, doing all the karmas, but with the feeling that this entire universe belongs to only Brahman, Isvara, and not mine. So with that feeling, we have to enjoy. Okay, now second Upanishad, Keno Upanishad. It is a very wonderful and beautiful Upanishad where very nice story is given. And I think all of you are still remembering the excellent teachings. In fact, if we study perfectly, this Keno Upanishad, one Upanishad is enough to completely have the perfect knowledge of Brahman and to become ourselves Brahman. Such in a very clear, clear manner, in an easily understandable manner, the simple ideas with beautiful words. The mantras are speaking about Brahman and how to reach that. And the theory is given in the first part, and in the second part, a beautiful story is given. In the first part, it is given the direct teachings of Brahman for Jnana Nishtas, those who are Uttamathikaris. Whereas for Madhyamathikaris and for ordinary people, the same idea is given in the form of a story. Because when a story is narrated, through the story, we can understand the teachings which the master wants to teach us. So, can any of you speak about this Keno Upanishad, the gist and essence of Keno Upanishad, and beautiful mantras, a few at least, which all of you are very familiar. And in fact, this Keno Upanishad is taken from the Jaimini Shaka of Samaveda Upanishad, Talavakara Brahmana, they say. From Talavakara Brahmana, it is taken. So this Upanishad is also called as Talavakara Upanishad. And then Keno Upanishad, because the very first mantra, Kene Shitam Patati Preshitam Manaha, etc. So because the first mantra starts with the word Kena, by whom. So this Upanishad is named as Kena. Okay, now all of you, you please try to answer. To this Upanishad, actually, Vakya Bhashya, Pada Bhashya, Shankaracharya, Jagadguru Adisankara Bhagavatpada, he gives Upodghatas, he gives a sort of explanation before starting, and between Tarikas also he gives Pada Bhashya, Vakya Bhashya, he gave to this Upanishad. He gave Pada Bhashya and Vakya Bhashya also. Okay, yes, start.
Essentially,
The first sloka, madam, that is Keno Upanishad. In the first part, the first sloka is the questionnaire.
Yes, correct.
Kena means by what? Kena means by what? By what our manasu, mind, is going on the material things or other things. At the same time, what about this prana? How this prana is existing? What the prana is doing for its existence? About this how the people are speaking.
Correct.
What is encouraging them to speak? And then how they are seeing what they are hearing. So to do all these things, what is there? What is in existence? That is the saramsha of this first madam.
Yes, very good. Nice, excellent. Others? Lakshmi Garu, VS Lakshmi Garu.
దీనిలో 34 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి మేడం.
Yes, sir. Lakshmi Garu, just wait a minute. Some others are speaking. Continue, sir.
దీనిలో 34 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి, 4 ఖండాలు. మొదటి ఖండంలో 8 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి, రెండవ ఖండంలో 5 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి, మూడవ ఖండంలో 12 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి, నాలుగవ ఖండంలో 9 మంత్రాలు ఉన్నాయి మేడం.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, Lakshmi Garu, now you tell.
Ma'am, it's about self and how to achieve liberation. It is a dialogue between Guru and Shishya, I think.
Correct. Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha kena pranaha prathamaha praiti yuktaha keneshitam vachamimam vadanti chakshushrotram ka udevo yunakti. Now these are the questions put by a Jignasa Sishya to his master. Kena ishitam patati preshitam manaha. Of course, the meaning already one of our friends have already explained. So as Upalakshana, they have mentioned here only the mind, the prana, then Chakshu and Shrotra. Chakshu with the eyes we see, with the ears we listen. It means it refers to all Pancha Jnanendriyas. We should understand. Because Upalakshana Nyaya, they say if one is mentioned, then it means that all others should be understood. So with the eyes, how we are capable of visualizing, seeing all the things with our eyes, and how we are able to speak, how we are able to listen, how we are able to think with our minds, how our Mukhya Prana, the main prana, is functioning and making all other sense organs get their power and exhibit their powers. Because unless prana is there, these indriyas cannot do any work. That is why the prana shakti is called as Mukhya Prana. In Prashna Upanishad, it comes a very beautiful story which even small children are given in their school syllabus also as a story. Between this prana, who is, whether prana is great or indriyas, the eyes, ears, this, that, and all, they all fight among themselves that I am great, I am great. And finally, all of them, they accept prana to be the most important among all sense organs, among all the organs and parts of the body. And prana upasana is given there in the Prashna Upanishad. While doing that Upanishad, we'll know. But now here, the question put by the disciple is, what is behind these sense organs, which is making the mind to think, get the capacity to think, which is making the eyes to see. If only eyes are there, they are golas, we say. With the eyes, one cannot see anything unless prana is there, unless Paramatma Shakti is there, unless Parabrahman gives us the Darshana Shakti. Even though the eyes are there, blind people are there. So even though life is there, because Paramatma has not given them the Darshana Shakti, they are unable to see. And suppose Paramatma gave Darshana Shakti to all the sense organs, even then suppose the Prana Shakti went out of the body, then also the Indriyas cannot function, we cannot see, we cannot listen, we cannot do any work and all. So both these are important. So which is the greater one, which is the greatest one, which makes us, which makes our eyes to see? Thus when he has questioned, Master, the Guru has explained in a very beautiful manner. He, though only Manaha, Pranaha, Chikshu, Shrotra. Only 4 are questioned here in the Prashna, but the master explained all 5 sense organs about then Prana, then Manas and all 7 mantras he explained about, saying that ye chikshusha na pashyati yena chikshumshi pashyati tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yedidam upasate, they say na idam yat idam upasate, that which you are worshipping is not the real Brahman. Nedam yad idam upasate, but that which is behind all these sense organs and which is giving power to them, which is giving power to the eye to see, which is making the mind to think. Yenahur manomatam. The mind cannot think of that Brahman, but by the power of that Parabrahman, mind is capable of thinking. Similarly, whom that is Parabrahman, the eyes cannot see Brahman, but through the power of Brahman, the eyes get the power, Darshana Shakti, they can see. Thus, the ears actually are getting the power to listen by the power of Brahman, but Brahman cannot be heard by simple ordinary ears. When a person goes deep into meditative stage, there one can listen to the Parabrahman. When Ritambhara Prajna arises in us by yoga, practice of yoga, sadhana and all. So, yad vacha anapyuditam yena vagapyudyate tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yedidam upasate. Thus, for all sense organs, beautiful mantras. All these mantras, they are very musical. They are amazing ideas are given, and really we appreciate very much the way how the Upanishad is giving us, introducing that Brahmanhood to us and making us know about the ultimate reality, the transcendental ultimate reality, Parabrahman. Yet pranena na praniti yena pranaha praniyate. Tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yedidam upasate. So, all this, by it is that Brahman which is giving us the power to smell, but whom the nose can never smell. So, like that, all these are. Then in the first part, it is given like that, and in second part, that story. Can any of you tell the story, which is very beautiful and attractive, about the God's Parabrahman testing all these gods and teaching them the lesson that gods got the power to defeat Rakshasas, Asuras, by the power of Brahman, but not by themselves. Any of you please tell that story in 2-3 lines. Do you remember that story, any of you?
No, Yama taught the story to the Nachiketa.
No,
this is the grass will be there. Grass story is it? Trinam, the story of the grass, they cannot move. Agni cannot burn, Vayu cannot move it, and Varuna cannot wet it. Then Indra also is not able to do anything. Then they realize that without Brahman, there is nothing that is possible in the universe. Trinamapi na chalati, tena vina is the gist of it.
Correct. Actually, once Devatas and always Devasura Sangramas will be taking place. Then once gods, that is all Devatas got victory over Asuras, then they become very proud. They thought that it is due to their power and vigor they conquered Asuras. Oh, Brahman, whenever even gods, if this ahamkara bhavana arises in any of, immediately Parabrahman teaches them, because they are gods. Parabrahman taught lesson. If it is in human beings, Maharshis or somebody elders will teach us. If some thing arises in Maharshis, then Devatas will teach. So like that it is. That is always elders should check up the youngers and make them put in right track. So when Devatas, Devendra, Varuna, Agni, Vayu, they became very proud of their powers, then Parabrahman appeared in the form of Yaksha in front of them. Then Devendra saw that Yaksha, all these gods also saw that person. Then Devendra sent Agnideva to go and find out who is that person. Then Agnideva, he goes there. Agnideva is actually, he is all pervading. Among Jalathi Devata, Varunathi Devata, Vayu Deva and Agnideva, Agnideva is the best. He is all pervading, not only in Bhuloka, in all lokas. Whereas he exists in our bodies and outside also. Jala Tattva, Prithvi Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Akash Tattva, they also exist in our bodies and outside also. Even then, Agni is the best. That is why Agnim Dutam Vrunimahe we say. And it is Agni Deva who carries all Havir Bhagas. Those who are offered in fire god, he passes on to all the gods, Devatas. So he is best and first after Devendra. So Devendra asked Agnideva to go and find out. This Agnideva approaches Yaksha and he is willing to ask him, who are you? Why you have come? What is your power? This, that and all. It is there in the mind. But he could not speak even a single word. Immediately that Yaksha questions Agnideva, who are you? Then he says, I am Agnideva. Then what is your power? That Yaksha questions. Then Agnideva says, I can burn anything in the universe. Then he keeps a blade of grass and asks Agnideva to burn it. With all his complete force and power, Agnideva could not burn that blade of grass. So he feels he becomes shy. He feels that his power is waste, useless in front of that person. So how can he ask him, who are you? So he could not ask. He could not know who that Yaksha is and returns back. And he says he is unable to find out who that Yaksha is. Similarly, Vayudeva says, I am Matarishwan, I am so powerful, I can lift up of even very big buildings and all, but he could not lift even a little that blade of grass. So even Varuna Deva, he says, I can completely drench the whole universe in my jalas, but he could not make that blade of grass wet. So thus when all of them, they failed and returned, Devendra, he wonders in his mind and thinks that certainly that Yaksha is superior to him also, superior to each and everyone. Though that mantra is not given here, it is understood, it is given in Bhashyas. So this Devendra, with the Jignasa, he approaches that Yaksha to find out with modesty. He wanted to inquire and know that, but grasping the intention of Devendra, that Yaksha disappears. The moment Indra reaches that place, Yaksha disappears, and there at that place, Uma Haimavati Bahusopamana, says the Upanishad. Goddess Uma Devi, the Brahma Vidya Swarupini, appears there in the place of Yaksha. Then Devendra thinks that at least these three gods, they could approach that Yaksha. Am I not eligible to be even in the presence of that Yaksha? He thinks in his mind like that and prays and requests this Devi, Uma Devi, Brahma Vidya Swarupini, to teach him about the knowledge of that Yaksha. That is, Devendra requested Brahma Vidya to give him, impart him Brahma Vidya. So that Uma Devi says that Yaksha is none other than Parameswara. He himself is Parabrahman. He is Brahma. I am the knowledge, the Brahma Jnana, whereas he is Brahman. Brahma Jnana is speaking about Brahman. So thus Devendra received the knowledge of Brahma Jnana first, Praprathamam. So he became Devendra, Devanam Indraha. He is the Lord of all gods because he could receive Brahma Jnana first. And then he returned and taught this Brahma Jnana which he has learned from Uma Devi, the Brahma Vidya Swarupini. He taught to all other gods, especially to Agni Deva, Vayu Deva and Varuna Deva. So that is why after Devendra, these three gods are considered as the best gods. Agnihotra, Agni Deva, then Matarishwan, Vayu Deva, then Varuna Deva. Then later these gods spoke about Brahma Jnana to all other gods and demigods, semi-gods we say, to all other Dikpalakas, Dikdevatas, these, that and all. So thus this story makes us clear that where in the first part Brahma Jnana Lakshanas are given, the what is Parabrahman is explained there, and it is practically proved and exhibited and showed here through this story. So through the story, we should know, we should acquire the knowledge of Brahman, and also that unless a person is very modesty, Vinaya, Shraddha and Jignasa, he can never get Brahma Jnana. Because Indra approached that Brahman or Brahma Jnana with Vinaya, Shraddha and Jignasa, he could receive that Brahma Jnana. So, to gain Brahma Jnana, one should Spurana is different. Aham Bhavana, Aham Bhava, Ahankara is different. So this Aham Bhava or Ahankara should not be there, and we should realize that Aham Spurana itself is Brahman. That Brahman exists in the whole universe, in the gods, in all human beings, in all living creatures, in the form of Chaitanya, in the form of Aham Spurana, Chit Shakti. So this is the main teaching of this Kena Upanishad. And then Kathopanishad, of course, we have studied in detail, so we need not have to touch that. Then Mundakopanishad and Mandukyopanishad, Taittiriya. Can any of you tell a little about this? Because only 20 minutes time is there. One of you now speak about Mundakopanishad. Isha Kena Katha Prasna. Prasna will do later in detail, then Mundakopanishad. In how many mundakas, in how many khandas this Upanishad is taught, and what is the main essence of this Upanishad?
ముండకోపనిషత్తు అథర్వ వేదానికి సంబంధించిందండి. సౌనకీయ శాఖంలోనిది. బ్రహ్మ తన కుమారుడైన అథర్వునికి ఆత్మకు సంబంధించిన శాస్త్రాన్ని బోధించటం ఇందులో ఉంది. ఇది 4 అధ్యాయంలో ఉన్నదండి. 2 ఖండాలు ఉంటాయి ఒక్కొక్క అధ్యాయంలో. మొత్తం 64 సూక్తాలు ఉంటాయి.
Okay, for 1 minute.
ఈ శాస్త్రం క్రమంగా మహర్షుల నుంచి ఇతరులకు సంక్రమించింది. ఇది వంశవృక్షం వల్ల వేదాంత బోధకం ప్రామాణికత సిద్ధించింది.
Okay. Yes, any others, Lakshmi garu?
Madam, in this one,
used,
out of
it is
108 Upanishads,
they are philosophical poems for meditation.
Lakshmi garu, please stop. Lakshmi garu, please stop. Let him continue. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Out of 108 Upanishads, this Mundakopanishad is the 5th one, madam, and this Upanishad belongs to Atharvana Veda. In this one, madam, this Saunuka is the Shishya, if we call him. He comes to Maharshi Angirasa and asks him, if I know what if I know water, I will be knowing everything. That is the question, first question he asks him. So what should I know first to know all the things? What is the difference between Paravidya and Aparavidya?
Very good.
These two are the main considerations here.
Yes.
Paravidya is good one or the Aparavidya is the best one? Which is the best of these two, which is good, better of these two things. Then Parabrahma is the Paravidya is related to Jnana, knowing Brahma. Aparavidya is the materialistic, our materialistic activities.
Very
So,
good.
first one is most important. Aparavidya is the greater than the second one, where our bodies, our individuals, we are human beings are living in.
Yes.
By knowing this only, he will get salvation or moksha.
Correct. Very nice. Dve vidye veditavye itihasma yad brahmavido vadanti parachaiva aparacha. So those who know Brahman, they speak about Paravidya and Aparavidya. There tatra apara Rigvedo, Yajurveda, Samavedaha, Atharva, Vedaha, Siksha, Kalpo, Vyakaranam, Niruttam, Chendo, Jyotishamiti, all these come under Aparavidya. Atha para yeya tadaksharam athigamyate, that by which one gains the knowledge of Akshara Parabrahman is Paravidya. So Paravidya is the highest Vidya, greatest Vidya, which a person lot of karmas and how karma should be performed and what are the fruits of these karmas. All these are explained in this Mundaka Upanishad. It is divided into 2 khandas and each one is divided again into 3 parts. The 6 Mundaka are there.
Satyameva Jayate is from Mundaka Upanishad only.
Very nice. Very good. Correct.
Yeah,
Very
that has been taken in our Indian Parliament. That is our this one also. That is one word. And also, yeah, Mundaka Upanishad is source for many things. Where they say the story of the 2 birds, Nama.
Correct.
2 birds. One will be eating the fruit, the other will be watching, just observing. The watching one bird is the Paramatma. The eating bird is the our soul. That's
Correct.
what we. That is the story.
Vasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Vriksham Parishasvajate Tayor Anyaha Pippalam Swadvatti Anashnan Anyo Apichakashiti. So Jivatma and Paramatma both are existing in us. Paramatma is only witness. It is witnessing. Whereas Jivatma is enjoying the fruits of this world. Yes, very beautiful mantras are given in this Upanishad, which are very excellent and super. Very nicely spoken, Lalitaji. Okay, others?
One important, how to learn from Shrotriya Brahmavita Acharya, only it should be learned, that is the one important.
Yeah.
ఇందాక లక్ష్మి గారు మాట్లాడదాం అనుకున్నారు.
Lakshmi garu, please speak.
I wanted to tell that it is about teaching about meditation and spiritual knowledge.
Correct.
Regarding the true nature of Brahma and self-knowledge, Atman. The same thing is said already, so I just lowered my hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
So very excellent and beautiful mantras are given here. If we study even this Mundaka Upanishad in a very detailed manner, Brahmajnana is completely gained, because actually Mundaka itself is completely, it cuts out what all are related to this world and preaches only about that Brahmajnana, how to gain ultimate knowledge. Okay, any of you can tell any other mantra from this Upanishad, or shall we move to another Upanishad? Still Sveta, Svetara, Mandukya 2 are there, we'll cover. Shall we move to what? Tell, please, continue.
One Deeparajna Nayatra Suryobhasana Chandra Tavarakam Nemama vidto bhanti kutoye magnihi. Svame bhati anubhat tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. That is also in Mundaka Upanishad.
Yes, correct. Very beautiful mantras. And another very beautiful mantra of this Upanishad is Nayamatma pravachanena lapyo na methaya na bahuna sritena. Even that is given here in a different manner. Nayamatma balahinena lapyo nacha pramada tapaso va api alingat. Ete rupayair yatate yestu vidwan. Tasyai shatma visate brahmadhama. So one should be very strong. Balahina means one whose sense organs are always indulging with the objects. That is Balahina. Balavan means Veera, Dheera, says the Upanishad. That is one who got sense control, Indriya, Nigraha. One who has sincere mumuksha, sincere interest in acquiring Brahma Jnana. He is Dheera. So to such people who are not cowards, who are not weak, who are very strong mentally, and who got control over sense organs, such great people can get Brahmajnana. They alone can get, says the Upanishad. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchita Arthaha Sanyasa Yogat Yatayaha Shuddha Sattvaha Te Brahmalokeshu Paranta Kale Paramritaha Parimuchyanti Sarve, says the Upanishad. It is very beautiful idea. Those who have discriminated properly and got the Brahmajnana, which is very sharp, with the sharp intelligence, only one can know, one can discriminate what is a Brahman and what is not that. So such great persons can know about Brahman and not all others. So such people, they get Brahma Loka also. They reach Brahma Loka and enjoy there. They reach Brahma Loka in the sense they themselves become Brahman, and Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati, we say. Okay, we'll move to Mandukya Upanishad. They say Mandukya Mekamevalam Mumukshunam Vimuktaye. To get liberated, to get moksha, this Mandukya Upanishad alone is enough. That is, we need not have to go in search of any other ideas, other Upanishads and all. If we understand that main teaching and essence of this Mandukya Upanishad, this itself is enough for us to get liberated. So what is taught here? Can any of you tell?
Mahavakya is there.
Very good, correct. Mahavakya is here in this.
Ayamatma Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma.
Ayamatma Brahma. Yes, correct.
Amma, Om is everything. That's
Very
told
good,
here.
correct. The very first mantra
Is Om. Om is everything. We have to meditate on this symbol. And Ayam Atma Brahma also is there. And it is Tejas also. The dream consciousness also is explained here.
Yes. Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Sariras and Turiya. Then Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, Avasthas, and then Turiya Avastha. Okay, what is taught? That is, first mantra is Omityekaksharam idagam sarvam tasya upavyakyanam bhutam bhavad bhavishyaditi sarvam onkara eva. That is past, present and future, all are onkara only. This onkara is Brahman. Omiti ekaksharam, one syllable. They said it is one letter. Actually, Om means A plus Vu. According to Gunasanthi Sutra, it becomes Vo. A, Vu, Ma, three letters are there in this one letter. So this Omkara, when we utter as Om as one letter, it is Nirguna Niranjana Parabrahman. When it is explained as the combination of three letters, A, Vu, Ma, A plus Vu becomes Vo, then Ma is there. Om, we say that Makara, and then it prolongs a little. Nada, Bindu also are seen there. Om. we say like that. So it is Trikala Atita. So Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, three avasthas are explained here. Can you give any little details of these three avasthas and then Turiya?
That is Jagrada Avastha, Swapna Avastha, and Sushupta Avastha, madam.
Yes.
Jagrada Avastha means waking stage.
Correct.
Swapna Avastha means in a dreaming stage. And Sushupta Avastha means deep sleep, madam.
Correct.
Apart from this, which underlying the other one is also there, that what we are doing based on these three, our activities are going on.
So what is actually Turi Avastha? What is Brahman? Why we have to know about this Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti
To reach the
Avasthas?
Turiya Avastha, madam, to reach the Turiya Avastha, what is Brahman is nothing but to get moksha.
Okay.
To get moksha, we have to see what are the steps coming in our way. By following all these steps, only we can reach the Turiya Avastha, which is the final one.
Turiya is the base. It is there in all the three states. It is there.
Correct.
The constant in all the three states is the Turiya
Yes,
Avastha.
yes, that is the point which is to be stressed and explained here. Correct. Yes, tell. Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Turiya Avastha, it's not any other Avastha. That which exists in all these three as Antasutra, Antaryamin we say. Thus, that which exists in all these three Jagrad Avastha, the Sakshi is there. While doing works here in this world, all of us, we know that we are doing. So that I-ness is there. We are aware of what we are doing and all. While sleeping in Swapna Avastha, while sleeping we get dreams. There the Bahir Indriyas are not functioning at that time. We are not doing any works, this, that and all, but our mind is functioning. And there is something which is witnessing even the function of the mind. The mind is functioning, that is why we are getting dreams. And who is observing that dreams which are being created by the mind? That is Atman. That is there during Jagrad Avastha and that exists even during Swapna Avastha. And that I-ness, that Brahman is existing as witness even in Sushupti Avastha. Sushupti means deep sleep. There we will not get any dreams. The Indriyas do not function. Very happy sleep. Then how do we know that Sakshi, the witness, the I is existing even in deep sleep state? After waking, we say, I slept
well
without any getting even dreams. So the one who enjoyed the happiness at the time of Sushupti is the witness, that itself is Brahman. So thus that Suddha Chaitanya, which is the witness, which is existing throughout all the stages, Jagrad Avastha, Swapna Avastha and Sushupti Avastha, and also exists as Turiya Avastha, the fourth stage. The fourth stage itself is existing among all these three throughout as witness. There at that fourth stage, they say, Nantah Prajnam, na Bahish Prajnam, Nopyatah Prajnam, na Prajnana Khanam, na Prajnam, na Prajnam, Adrishtam, Avyavaharyam, Agrahyam, Alakshanam, Achintyam, Avyapadeshyam, Ekatma Prachaya Saram, Prapanchopashamam, Shantam, Shivam Advaitam, Chaturtham Manyante, Sa Atma, Sa Vigneyaha. That is the Atma and that is to be known. And all the characteristics of that Atman, the witness, is explained here as Antah Prajna, Bahish Prajna. This is neither Antah Prajna nor Bahish Prajna. This is not even Prajnana Khana. This is na Prajna, na Aprajna. This is not this, not neither that. So like that, it is Achintya, which cannot be thought of. Avyapadeshyam, which cannot, and Adreshyam, Mahakal, that is which exists everywhere but cannot be located, and which is the Prachaya Sara, which is the essence of all these, and Prapancha Upashamam. When this whole universe, the worldly activities completely, when they cease and everything is completely subsided, when they mix in that tattva, that which exists is the Suddha Chaitanya, that is called as Shivam, the most auspicious, and that is Advaita, non-dual. Duality is not there at that stage. Not even, we should not say one exists, not even one. That is neither one nor dual, not Dvaita. Dvaita Tattva is not there. So, such a sort of Atman, the Shuddha Chaitanya Tattva is there, which is called as Chit-Shakti, that is to be known. So, by knowing that, one knows about himself. That itself is ourself. So, knowing that, then Soyam Atma, Aksharam Onkara, like that, Onkara is described in a very beautiful Hindi manner, and these Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, Vishwa, Tejasa, and who is he? Prajna. These are the names given to the Atma as Vaishvanara, Vishwa in Jagrada Avastha. So then Taijasa is the name given. Then Prajna is given for Sushupti Avastha Purusha. Thus, all these names are explained, and how the Brahma Tattva exists among all the stages in different names, having bodies, limbs, 19 limbs are explained. That is 5 sense karmendriyas, 5 Panchaputas, then 5 karmendriyas, 5 jnanendriyas, then Pancha Pranas, like that they have explained. Then Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chittani, Antarindriya, when taken separately, they are 4 together, that is called as one Antarindriya. So thus, all these are the limbs of this Vishwa, Taijasa, Prajna and all. So different parts are explained here. And Omkara is given the main most important part here, and also they say it is divided into 4 parts, means 1 rupee having 4 annas, we say in those days, 16 annas, then 4 parts. It is not like that. So the division is also explained here, how it is. Suppose 1 rupee coin is there, then both the Bomma Bursu, we say both these two are one. So thus the one and the same entity exists throughout all the stages. Whereas when Brahman is there as exists as one, that is Nirguna Niranjana Parabrahman, when that Brahman becomes visible as the universe, when he unfolds himself and becomes world, then we call this as universe. Like that it is explained, just as Omkara. Om, one syllable is Nirguna Brahman. When it is explained as A, U, Ma, and then Nada, Bindu and all, it is the elaboration of that one single letter, just as the Brahman manifesting in the form of the universe and all. So the Mandukya Karikas are most important to understand these 12 mantras. Actually, Mandukya Upanishad contains only 12 mantras, but Mandukya Karikas written by Gaudapada Acharya, who is the guru to Govinda Bhagavat Pada, who is the guru to Jagat Guru Sri Bhagavat Pada. So with the help of Gaudapada Karikas, we must understand. Okay. Now, can any of you...
Madam, in that Sant Mantra is also there, madam.
Yes, very nice. Correct, correct.
Om Badram Karnemi Sunyama Devaha Badram Patsema Kshabir Yajatraha Stirairam.
Yes. Enough. Okay. Okay. So that Chanti Mantra is also there. Very nice.
Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithyam is also there now in this.
Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, that is the best sentence, which is the cream of essence of Advaita. Tattva is there in this Upanishad. Yes, one more. Okay. No, these are all very beautiful. Each and every Upanishad got its own significance, its own greatness, it contains such great, wonderful Mahavakyas and Mahavakya Sadrusha Vakyas. Then in 1 or 2 minutes, can any of you explain the essence of Sveta Svatara Upanishad, which you have studied? And then we'll stop. Sveta Svatara Upanishad. Yes. Have you studied?
Sveta means
white.
Sveta means white. Ashwa means horse. Sveta Ashwa Tara Upanishad. It is having 6 prakaranas and 113 mantras. It is from Krishna Yajurveda.
Correct.
Svetashwara is a Rishi and he tells to his disciples this Upanishads.
Yes.
And
in this Upanishad, Shiva or Rudra is declared to be the creator,
very good,
preserver
correct.
and destroyer of the world. He is the material and efficient cause of this world.
Correct.
He is identified with the Supreme Brahman.
Yes.
Madam, in this one, as per the Svetasvatara Upanishad, the earth is the place where the Paramatma resides.
Yes, yes. Very nice. Can any of you tell at least one mantra from this Upanishad, the best, most popular mantra, which all of us know, even though we do not know that it is from Svetasvatara? Can any of you tell that?
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam is coming from that one only, madam.
Shanti mantra, madam. Yes, another.
Satyameva Jayate.
Satyameva Jayate, yes, even that very beautiful sentence. Okay. So anyway, all this time is up. So all the Upanishads which you have studied till now, of course, you could grasp the essence of all these Upanishads. So at 3rd level, you are going to learn about Prasna Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad, Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad, and then Chandogya Upanishad. Bruhadaranyaka and Chandogya are very big Upanishads which contain so many Vidyas in them, and so many beautiful Mahavakyas are there, so many Mahavakya Sadrisha Vakyas are there, and excellent teachings are there. Then Aitareya Upanishad, Srishti Krama, Taittiriya Upanishad also you have completed. I think, have you completed? Taittiriya, which is divided into 3 parts, Shikshavalli, Anandavalli, Bhruguvalli. What is taught in, yes, Shikshavalli only phonetics and all. Then what is taught in Ananda, Brahmanandavalli is proved in the story form, in fact, with all examples by Guru to his son and disciple in the form of stories in latter Bhruguvalli. So, Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha akashad vayu vayoragnihi agnerapah adpya prithvi prithvyam voshathayaka voshadhibhyonnam anat purusha, like that how the Srushti was emanated, created is given here. In Aitareya Upanishad also Srushti is given in a different way that you will learn when we teach that. Okay, Swasti for today, very nice all of you. I congratulate all of you once again. All of you wrote the exams excellently, I think. And now even not only this our class, but the session itself is coming to an end, and valedictory function we are going to conduct on 28th. I'm very happy that you have completed this course of study successfully. I wish all of you best and then good for attending that I aspire that all of you should attend the 3rd level of this Sanatana Dharma course, where we are going to learn more about so many points of Sanatana Dharma, and once again we are going deep into darshanas, then all other Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, everything. If chance is coming, time comes, and if we can allot on Bhagavata also, I want to Srimad Bhagavatam. Also, I want to take one class at least, because till now Bhagavata is not completed. That is not at all given. And also, I want to take about these Upanishads. According to, that is while talking with our Dr. CSR Prepu Garu, both of us will complete all the Upanishads in at third level, so that Dasa Upanishads will be over. And at the fourth level, I want to teach all of you the Mahavakyas. So this is what I am thinking. Later, discussing with all our friends and other directors, we can decide the syllabus. Thank you. I thank our Veda Samskruti Samiti wholeheartedly, and particularly and specially our Dr. Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Amarendra Babu Garu, for giving me this opportunity to meet all of you and discuss about the Upanishads once again and refresh our minds. So thank one and all. Swasti. Paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahisa go brahmanebhya sukhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
ధన్యవాదాలమ్మా.
నమస్తే మేడం. నమస్తే.
ధన్యవాదాలు మేడం. ధన్యవాదాలు మేడం.
మేడం అరుణ కుమారి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు మేడం. బాగున్నారా?
అరుణ కుమారి
అందరు గురువులకు పేరు పేర థ్యాంక్స్ మేడం. చాలా బాగుంది. మాకు చాలా జ్ఞానోదయం అయింది నిజంగా.
చాలా చాలా ధన్యవాదాలండి.
There is lot of change in our lives.
Okay, tomorrow you have another session from CSR Prabhu Garu, and day after tomorrow is the valedictory function. All of you please attend. Anybody else wants to say anything? I will first close the. No, let us do.
బాబు గారు మీకు స్పెషల్ థ్యాంక్స్ అండి. అందరినీ ఒక చోట ఒక దాటికి తెచ్చి మీరందరినీ ఇట్లా కోఆపరేట్ చేసుకొని ఒక పెద్ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ నిర్వహించడం అంటే చాలా గొప్ప పని సార్.
బాధ్యత అండి, అందరి బాధ్యత.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్. అమ్మా విశాలక్షమ్మ గారు ప్రణామాలు, మీ పాత ప్రణామాలు అంతే నా నుంచి.
ధన్యవాదాలు మేడం. చాలా బాగుంది. చాలా ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ కలిగింది. చాలా కుతూహలం కలిగింది. ఇంకా ఫర్దర్ గా వెళ్ళాలని చెప్పేసి
ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాలని కుతూహలంగా ఉంది మేడం. ఫ్యూచర్ క్లాసెస్.
Guruji, webinar series of Visalakshi Amma for all the Upanishads.
Yes,
Saturday webinar.
Okay, we'll plan, and all 10 Upanishads I will take one by one in our webinars of later.
Yes, Amma.
Then all these courses which I have started, when they come to close, then I will start. Okay. Anyhow, you have studied and you are studying, and you will study all. Even then, if you wish, I can tell. Okay. There
we want, Amma.
Yes. The webinars will take.
Telugu and English, Amma, because some of us like me, very little Telugu we understand. So please, English and Telugu.
Okay.
నమస్తే మేడం, మీరు సంస్కృతం అది కోర్సెస్ క్లాసెస్ చెప్తామని
సర్వభూతానాం కరుణ ఏవ చ నిర్మమో నిరహంకార సమదుఃఖ సుఖ క్షమీ సంతుష్టం సత్.
Okay, somebody wants to talk something?
మేడం నమస్తే. మీరు సంస్కృతం క్లాసు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారని వచ్చింది. 23rd నుంచి అది మాకేమి మళ్ళీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రాలేదండి.
అది సెపరేట్ గా మాట్లాడదాం మూర్తి గారు. జస్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ ప్రార్థన
will do now.
And జనగణమన.
Yes.
Dhanyawada to all the gurus and to you both also, sir. Very thank you very much. Really a great session. Not only today, this second level is entirely very nice, and we enjoyed a lot. I couldn't find the time also. Oh, 3 months are over. No, this can't be happened. So it should continue like this, sir. This is really very emotive and we are very much interested, sir. So
Okay.
let us continue for the other levels also. But that's why I want to join in first level also to continue the same every day. that
Register,
is the only.
Sarada garu registered, you can join.
Okay, sir. In the morning, it is very good to listen about all these things. So thank you very much, sir. The organizers and also all gurus. Dhanyawad.
Yeah, we should also thank all the participants who have actively participated and also very regular. You are all, matured people now, having been selected from basic course. You have been very regular, at least these 60 people who have been attending. Very self-disciplined, Ramaseshana Bhagavandi, and then you have participated very well, all of you. Thank you.
And special thanks to Challa Chitti Babu Garu. Without
Yes,
fail,
correct.
every day he sent a message for Zoom link. He came for every session, read every question. Dhanyavad ji. Special thanks to you actually.
He is
Yes, he comes first. In fact, yes. Let all of us thank Sri C.C. Chittibabu Garu very much for his sincerity and dedication and devotion and interest and zeal for our Sanatan Dharma. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. He is both a student and also organizer.
Yes.
And also he has got a lot of responsibility on his shoulder.
Correct.
Okay. Now Surya Prakash garu.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Amma, ధన్యవాదాలమ్మా for a wonderful session, madam.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహీమహీసాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యः శుభమస్తు నిత్యం లోకాः సమస్తాः సుఖినో భవంతు కాలే వర్షతు పర్జన్యః పృథివీ సస్యశాలినీ దేశోऽयं క్షోభరహితः బ్రాహ్మణాः సంతు నిర్భయాः అపుత్రాः పుత్రిణः సంతు పౌత్రిణः అదనాः సదనాः సంతు జీవంతు శరదాం శతం సత్యం వద ధర్మం చర స్వాధ్యాయాన్ మా ప్రమదః సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః సర్వే సంతు నిరామయాః సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు మా కశ్చిత్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్ ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతిః పూర్ణమద పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతిః సర్వే జనాః సుఖినో భవంతు స్వస్తిః సర్వేభ్యః ధన్యవాదः నమస్కారः
ధన్యవాదములండి సూర్య ప్రకాష్ గారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.
Now let us request Challa Chitti Babu garu to recite Janagana Mana and all of us stand up and also sing along with him.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद.
Jai Hind. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టి బాబు గారు.